this moment all my life, but it's not quite right. And this real is impossible if possible. That whose blind word so clear but so unheard.
Welcome, sports fans, alongside Dolce D. Mike. I'm Ango Anglanovich, and welcome back to another edition of the One Pump Fantasy Show. It's our inaugural show, so we are looking to get the ratings up and get the audience enticed with our programming. What we have is a couple segments, a couple picks, a couple reviews, and what we need you to do is stay tuned and check those out. I'm here with this week's special guest, Eagles Murder Beagles, to ask a few questions that all the sports fans are wondering. Biff, talk to me. On a scale of 1 to 10, prorate your team's performance so far this year.
Ooh, that's good. I'll go with like a 2. My team sucks. But I don't know. They're improving. They're better than T-Bone's team, I guess.
Andy, using 3 words, describe T-Bone's fantasy team.
Virgin Islands Pale Ale. Wait, that's 4. It's fucking terrible. Those 3 words for you.
Biff, if you were to have a Sonic breakfast burrito with one of your players, who would it be and why?
Maybe Kyle Orton? I saw the pictures that Fetus had of Kyle Orton last year. It seems like he has a good time on the weekends.
Now that you're living in Columbus, who's your favorite Ohio sports team? The Bengals, the Browns, or the Columbus Blue Jackets?
Actually, Dick, it's the Cincinnati Reds because they gave me this cereal bowl.
Looks like a dog bowl. Biff, give your fantasy prediction for your Week 4 matchup.
I like my matchup. I think his team is weak, and I don't even remember who's on his team, but I'm sure it's terrible. I'm gonna have at least 300 points this week, courtesy of Natural Bayheim.
That was great, Dave. Thanks. We asked Biff what he thought of his interview was later on, and this is what he had to say.
Fucking awful.
Ooh. That was awfully inappropriate, Andy. Well, it's Week 4. And I'm here to bring you a very special monologue that I like to call This Week's Thoughts from D. Mike. It has to do with myself, Strahan's Gap, and Hurricane Ditka. Boy, what a tailspin we're in here at 0-4. This is one wild ride. Fetus, our matchup this week can be summed up by 2 special people. What an output by your starting QBs, or should I say putting out. David, I put 46 out of 76,000 asses in the seats. Gerard decides to throw for 323, 3 TDs, and 0 picks. Now granted, 2 TDs came at the hands of my very own Mike Sims Texas Walker. Second, after a fantastic tap dancing routine that even had Engs and myself hitting the DVR button, on rewind, Eli Manning managed to power through his plantar's fasciitis and hit a 54-yard touchdown to Hakeem Nicks. Boy, it's always a tasty treat when you're playing the Swiss cheese Kansas City defense. Oh yeah, this just in, Steve Smith and not the Steve Smith that called a reporter a butthole, is the real fucking deal. 11 catches, 2 TDs, 134 yards, all thrown to by Eazy-E, double-stuffed Racing League Manning. P.S., just on a side note, I'm truly happy that I single-handedly improved Muffy's team by dropping Steve Smith. Back to you, Anks.
I'd like to comment on Nitch and Raymond's Moist game. I know Dave's been taking a lot of flack in the league for not starting a certain quarterback combination, but you know what? That wouldn't have mattered in this matchup. Dave had Phillip Rivers and Trent Edwards and went with Trent Edwards, who had a piss-poor performance against the Miami Dolphins, where Phil Rivers kind of blew up Sunday night in a losing effort, of course. But you know what? You got to have a short-term memory in this fantasy league. You can't dwell on the past, Dave. I know you're looking for that billion-dollar invention, and it'll come. I know it will come. However, Dave, keep to your philosophy of just plugging in random players into your quarterback spots. Come to think of it, into every single flex spot you have. It's been working so far, and this one little hiccup shouldn't cost you the season. We were able to have Dan Cole, manager of the one-man wolf pack, come sit in our hot seat as Zober and I gave him the rapid fire. Also, see if you can recognize some of the other question askers.
Or question takers.
Really say easy on the onions, because
Yeah, I did.
I'm not sure if you really heard that.
Yeah.
Are we live?
Hi, I'm Katie from Rochester, New York. Dan, what do you think about your week 4 opponent?
The thing about Scott McGuffin is he's got a mustache that to die for. We haven't won the Geneseo Cup since it started. I retained the cup this year. The only thing that I lack is his mustache. That's the main thing.
How do you plan on riding home in the car with me all the way to Maryland after that garbage plate without me throwing you out the window?
D-Mike ordered this for me. This is hot sauce. Trace is really excited about the ride home tomorrow. I'm out there, Jerry, and I'm loving every second of it. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm skeech. Biff. Period, aka Bone. P-Cal. The niche dude. Did Therese taking this hot sauce down make you tighten the pants like you did me?
What a week. Still here at the bottom of the barrel, but always optimistic. What will next week hold? That, my friends, is the question.
Keep your feet on the ground and keep your nipples pointing in opposite directions. Good night, flies our lucky leaguers, and have a pleasant tomorrow.
For Marco and Glanovich, I'm Dolce D. Mike, saying so long.
That's a wrap, D-Mike.